So yesterday I was talking about session, like how to display values, right? If you have those arrays, look, you have this value. I'll give an ID here. ID. Sorry, I'll go with h3 tag. For this, I'll give ID. You have to give space. If not, the attribute will not be valid. I'll write lmn. Now I'll go here. Document dot get element by id dot inner html is equal to, so I have this interns control V. So I'll run this now. Look here, you have this numbers, and if you have another values, if you have this teachers, I'll take this teachers and I'll paste it here. It is showing undefined. Why? Because this array you have declared it here, you have used it before you have declared it. That means it will show undefined. What you have to do? You have to declare something before you use it. You have used the values here, but you have declared it here. This is wrong. So what I'll do? I will declare before using the variable. I have to declare it. Then only it will work. This thing we call it as, look, now you got this Vishwanath, Ramesh, Sarvana. That means that before you use a variable, you have to declare it first. You have to assign it first. Then you can use it. If you use it before, look, you have here. You are using here this variable and you have declared it here. That means JavaScript cannot read. It will read from the top. It doesn't go here, it doesn't search and then it will give the value. It should be at the top. This thing we call it as hoisting. H-O-I-S-T, not hosting. H-O-S-T is host. H-O-I-S-T, hoisting. Declaring variables or functions at the top before using it is called as hoisting. H-O-I-S-T. This is one of the important questions. They will ask, what is hoisting? It means that you have to declare variables or functions at the top before using it. So this is how you display. But if you see here, all this comma will be displayed. You have to display one after one. For that, you have to learn about loops. So before going to loops, I will start with array methods, iteration, how to iterate it. So I'll just comment it. So this is how to display. I will show you how to display one by one, how to color them one by one, how to delete them. All this I am going to show. But now I'll show you how to iterate them. So first let me check in the console whether it is able to show the interns in the console. Look, yeah, I have an array. I will refresh again so that it will show like a box. Yeah, I have these values. Now you have a method called for each method. For each. Can anyone tell me generally what for each refers to? I mean, can you say what it means for each? What you can come up with as soon as you hear the word for each? Guys, I'm asking you a question. What you can come up with a word for each? Okay, fine.
There are
I told you to use earphones, right?
actually we don't have,
Yeah, Pallavi, I have seen you had a Bluetooth earphone. Like you have been using a lot.
but sir, today we don't have.
Fine. So
So
here,
like
after for each value, yeah, no need to say. I'll again ask on Monday. Let me see what you guys come up with. For this, when I have displayed the value here, document dot get element by id. Look here. When I use this, interns, you guys able to see the values here. Look here. Here values will be displayed. So for each, if you have to display one by one, what we can do? If you have to display one by one, what we can do? It has to be shown on the next line. What we can do, guys? I'm asking a simple question. I want to have
we
20.
using break time.
Yes, exactly. We have to use break tags. Just hold on for a second. Yeah, as I was saying, you have to use break tag. And one more thing, if you observe means how to add break tag. So I will use foreach method, which will help me to have a value after each. For each value, I should have a break tag. How I can do that? I can do that with, look here, I will use for each method. So for this is the array, right? Interns is the array. So I will do interns dot for each. This is the inbuilt method for each, and here I'm going to pass a function which will be ghj. This is a function. Okay, ghj, or else I can write my function. I'll just write my fun, and now I have to write the functionality for this. My fun, sorry, I have to do with the function keyword function my fun. Here I have to pass a value which is a parameter as a value. I will pass here. It can be a, b, c, anything. I'll pass as a value so that you can learn it easily. I will take this out. So this is displaying me the numbers. So I will copy this. Here what I'll do, I will say this value what I have passed, right? That value plus break operator. Break operator. I will save this, and now I'll go and see. Let me see. It is showing me an error 79. It is showing me the last value because it is getting looped, but it is still showing me the last value. So what I'll do now, I will take one variable. So I'll just remove this, or else I will assign it to a variable. Just observe me what I will do. I will assign a variable where display. I have declared it, but I won't use it, or else I will give it empty. I'll use a variable which is empty. This is an empty variable. And what I'll do here, document.getElement by id, what I have, right? For that I will assign the value display, display, display. This is display, I'm using it. You just ignore this. I'll comment it, ignore this. I have taken a variable. That variable I am showing here. Control C, Control V, display. Now it will show empty there because the variable what I have assigned is empty. So here it will be empty, right? If I add a letter here, it will show the letter. Look, now it will show the letter. Look here, FF. So what I'm doing, first I will let it empty. So I will erase it here. Now what I'll do, I have used instance.foreach. Foreach means for each value. Okay, I have passed foreach here a function. For this function I have to declare a function. And here in this function what I will do, here I'll just remove this. So the display variable I have declared it. I will use it. Display is equal to value, means each value. After each value add a break tag. BR break tag. Now I will save this. Now again you will be getting a 79 answer. Like you will get the last value. Well, let me refresh and see what wrong happened here. Yeah, even 79 it is not showing. Let me check again. You have, look here, the explanation of, you have a variable which consists of values, numbers, multiple values. Then you have declared a variable which is empty. Can you guys, like right before I have told you there's a mistake here. Can you guys tell me what the mistake is here? I told you now itself, right? Hoisting. You have displayed here, then you have called the function here. This should be above. Like before using, you have to declare it, right? For each. Now if you see, you will get that 79 now. Well, still you haven't got. So I have declared a variable. Then I have used document.getElement by id, then the value, then I have given display. And then here down below if you see, I have a function which is myFun. I have called it. Then I have given the value parameter, then I have used it. Then I have used the break tag, but still it is not working. Let me add a plus here and let me see. Display. Look here, I have did a spelling mistake. DIS, here DIP. That is a mistake. So if you don't have your variables right, it will throw you an error. Even sometimes it won't show the error, but you have to check and debug what's wrong there. Look, now you got 79. You need every value from 22 to 79 to loop. So previously I have told you, you have a variable where a is equal to 10. Now a is equal to a plus 10. How can we write this in another way? What is the value of a now?
A plus equals to.
Right. What it will do? For the existing value it will add, right? So here for the display variable, for the existing value, for every value it should have a break tag. Now I will save this, and now if you see, for every value it will have a break tag. For every value it will have a break tag. Right from 22 break tag, 22, look here, 22 break tag, 1 break tag, 33 break tag. Means here if you see in this function, you have assigned a display variable with value. Each value add break tag. and you have plus operator, means every value should be loop. This is not loop, this is just a for each method. So this is about for each method. Now if you want, like, for every value multiply by 2, every value should be multiplied by 2. So in the console I will have a real value, here I will get a value which is multiplied by 2. So for each value we can do what we have to do. Look here, it will refresh. Wait, you'll get the answer here. For every value is multiplied by 44. Look, again I will add one break tag, into 2 plus break tag. For each value should be multiplied by 2 and then it should have a break tag. Plus now if you see, each value will be multiplied by 2. Wait, I will refresh it. Yeah, it is refreshing. Look here, 22 2s are 44, 1 2s are, sorry, 22 2s are 44, 2 1s are 2, 33 2s are 66, 14 2s are 28, 56 2s are 112. So for each value you can manipulate, and I won't be adding much more for this because you have to understand this everything. So the rest of the methods and loops what you want to learn, right, for that you have to understand these things first. So I won't be continuing with the session. If you understand how this function works, where you have to return, here you have passed a function, for that function you have written the logic here, all these things you understand. So you have tomorrow and day after tomorrow time, you practice these things. So if you understand this how it works, then whatever the examples what I am going to show in the future, you will be understood them, you can understand them. So for now what I'm trying to say is, practice this single example. Like look here, you have a variable you have displayed in the console, this is the first thing. Second one, you have declared a variable, just ignore the spelling mistakes, this is an array. Okay, then this is the for each method. How to use for each method? Name of the array attached with for each method. For EACH method. For each method, parameter is a function. Parameter is a function. And then you have used document by ID display in the web page. Display in the web page. This is the logic for each, function for each. Function for each. So here this will be, each value will be multiplied by 2. Here each value will be multiplied by 2. Ignore the spelling mistakes, understand what I am trying to say. So I have written what is what here. Understand this example. Still you have map method, reduce method, filter method, sum method. For all those methods for you guys to be understood, you have to understand this example first. The only thing I'm going to change here, I'm going to change here and write filter. So instead of for each, I'm going to write filter. I will tell you what it does. Then you have map method. I will tell you what it does. So every example for this method, logic will be different, but example will be same. So understand this example, how it works. Then you will have the idea with the rest of the iteration methods what I'm going to say. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
practice these things, and whatever is left out you practice those things. So on Monday I will take interview with laptops closed, and I'll go with many more examples of array iteration. For those examples to be understood, you have to understand this. I'm repeating this myself a lot because these are all very much important in JavaScript. That is why I'm saying this around like 5 to 10 times. Understand this, you will understand that. This thing I have been repeating, so please focus here and understand this example, how it works. I have done everything in this video. I have assigned a value and I have showed what value it displays, and I am telling you why it is showing empty. And for that value I am assigning each value. Why I have used this plus operator, even that I have explained with a is equal to 10. So watch the video carefully and understand each step, okay?
Okay, sir.
So have a great day and have a great weekend. I'll share the video by Monday. Practice this example and get to know everything.